Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we're doing a reading for Gemini, and I started us off with the Kipper deck. We've got Mature Man and Journey. If you're a numbers fan, we've got 5 and 10 coming out initially here. And I feel like what we've got is somebody who, I think there's actually traveling happening here, and we'll get confirmation of that if we see the Chariot, the World, or maybe the Six of Swords, 2 or 3 of Wands. We've got somebody, I think, that has 2 different kinds of journeys here. Because we've got the Mature Man, I feel like we've got somebody who has been on a spiritual journey and has been doing the work. But I also feel like we have somebody here who thinks they need to go the distance, make maybe a surprise visit, or maybe even move in order to continue on the path that this mature man is on. All right, Gemini, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Or a lot. I'm sorry. I always worry I'm hurting you guys' ears if you're wearing earbuds. My apologies if I do. Let's see. I think we need to start with the Lenormand. This is the Golden Lenormand. What else do we have for Gemini? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Monday if you're watching this the day I posted. So we have the book. This is indicative of knowledge, secrets. It's kind of like the High Priestess card. We also have another 10. The 10 of diamonds at the top. So it could be that the number 10 is important to you. I think more importantly, that correlates to the idea of, in the tarot, 10s are about completion, learning your lesson, starting a new chapter. And we have the book coming out with the Mountain. I really do feel like this is ego death or learning something about yourself. There is some wisdom for sure that's coming through these cards. So I think we've got, if this is your energy, I think we've got somebody here who has done some therapy or shadow work and really worked on, what do I want in my life? Removing people that maybe don't support you, focusing on the people who are loyal. This dog represents, loyalty, friendliness, good intent. Now we have the 10 of hearts up here too. So yeah, the number 10 is definitely important. But there was nothing easy about this experience. I knew we were going to see that. I should have said something. I guess I kind of did at the outset. Spiritual journey. This is ego death right here. This is somebody who has gone through the worst, right? And still found a way to find their own happy, make their own way. So this is a really positive start here, Gemini. Let's continue with the Rider-Waite. What do we have for Gemini? I said it was like the High Priestess, and now we get the High Priestess, the first pull from the tarot. All right, so this journey could be a homecoming, could be going to visit a place you used to know pretty well, but have been distant from. Could be a journey to somebody that you have been distant from. But this 8 of Cups tells me that this mature person, this wise person, masculine, feminine, doesn't really matter, however it resonates for you, they have learned something important here. They see things in a different perspective. And I think it's something about wanting to make things right with somebody. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. Hi there, Voodoo. How are you doing? So 4 of Wands. I think somebody wants to take a chance on a relationship or on a love situation. But with the Fool coming out sideways, I think this person knows there's a decent chance they will not get the desired end result. I'm glad you are, Voodoo. Me too. So I kind of get the sense that somebody has worked so hard on their spiritual work, shadow work, self worth, confidence, that they've reached this point where they're just kind of like, I'm going to shoot my shot. If it goes the way I want, sweet. If it doesn't, whatever. Shit happens. I'll find a way to be happy again, even if it isn't with this person. So I think we have somebody here who has opened their heart in terms of being happy again after a disappointing, I think, like pretty long period in your life. You know, this could be up to like 10 years because of the 10 coming out multiple times here. And because you have let go of the things that got you off of your path, I think you're about to receive a gift, or for some of you, it might be an inheritance, something here that helps you feel like you've got stability that is sustainable, right? So with the Hermit in the reverse, I do feel like you have gone through some pretty difficult situations. Some of you may have overcome addiction, codependency in relationships, being a doormat, you know? I think you have identified what you can do to improve your life, and then you did it. So I'm proud of you. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. I like this. I think we have an offer here. I think we have a love connection here, and there is pretty much a, I don't know, like a sense that this person knows without a doubt that this Queen of Pentacles energy is reliable, loyal, this dog energy, right? Make as many jokes as you want. I think there's a blessing or an offer, probably more so the last one, but it could be both, right? Being made to a Queen of Pentacles energy by this mature man who has gone through an ego death. Dark night of the soul would be what some people call it. And here's another one of those cards that can signify travel. The Three of Wands in particular denotes taking action on plans that you have made. So this could be something that the mature man or masculine energy has been deliberating on for quite some time, but not taken any action on it. So this feels like, to me, somebody who has kind of marinated in their emotions for you. They may be watching you with the Page of Swords. I get the sense that they keep thinking about their mistakes with you, thinking about what it would be like to have a second chance with you, how they would do things differently now that they have a better understanding of what makes them happy, what they want to have in their life, who they want to be, right? Because if you go through something like a dark night of the soul, you're going to have a really clear understanding of what you want and what you don't want. And that Three of Wands is excellent because that indicates somebody who is willing to take action towards that. The fact that we have the Judgment in the reverse for the Hermit in the reverse really does tell me that a lesson has been learned here. I know that if I go this way, I will probably regret what I did, right? So I should probably do that other thing. This is starting to feel like somebody who didn't want to be honest with themselves or with you in terms of how they felt. I think they view you as compassionate and kind, generous, caring, and they feel like how they treated you didn't really align with how they felt or how they viewed you. And with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like there's a desire here to have you in their life, but they know that in order to have you in their life, whether that's as a friend or partner, they're going to have to come clean about something. They're going to have to tell the truth. They're going to have to let down their guard. So I feel like we're talking about somebody here who would probably identify with the King of Swords energy in terms of somebody that is a little bit more head over heart and not as quick to let people in. Probably pretty good at ignoring emotions or dissociating, right? Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is underneath the Queen of Pentacles. And I think with the Sun in the reverse underneath the Ace of Pentacles, there is an understanding here that this Queen of Pentacles could have multiple interested parties, could already have had a love offer recently, could maybe even have accepted a love offer. So this lack of awareness or lack of clarity here is because there are a couple of different options for this Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Cups, Two of Rings in the reverse. So Two of Rings in the Marigold Tarot is like the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And with the pairing of the Eight of Cups, kind of makes me feel like somebody walked away from a friendship or a partnership that they felt like they weren't ready for. I think this person might have kind of talked themselves into believing a different version of the story that didn't make them out to be like the bad guy. But I think this person knew they needed to work on themselves a little bit. Like, you scared the crap out of them is basically what I'm getting from these cards. Hi, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? And something about being able to watch your social media, hear what other people have to say about you. There's a sense here that somebody realized in the aftermath just how much you actually mean to this person. There's that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. But I also think it's because this person saw proof that you were who you said you were, that they really did miss out on a gem. Get it? Yeah, I did that on purpose. What's up? Five of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Swords. This is giving me vibes of somebody feeling like they needed to get some distance from you because, again, they were feeling like they weren't really ready for this kind of connection, right? And I think a little bit before they understood that about themselves, they thought that they could sabotage the situation and it would mess with you. But it was like one of those things where trying to come after you or make you feel bad, I end up making myself bad or feel bad. So this mature man or mature masculine who went through a dark night of the soul likely was pushed into that spiritual journey as a result of you learning that their behavior or their unwillingness to work on the things that they needed to work on had cost them dearly. Highlight worker, how are you doing? Love the confidence, Joanna. The Hanged Man. So with this clarifying the Three of Pentacles, it kind of feels to me like we had somebody who felt a little bit stuck because of who they associate with, who their friends are, who influences them, perhaps their family as well. Because the Three of Pentacles, for those of you that know the artwork of the Rider-Waite, you know that this this dude over here has a flashlight and he's like basically investigating the two people in front of him. So it kind of feels to me like someone had an opinion on you and this person, or specifically just you. And it kind of made the individual who went through the dark night of the soul kind of second guess themselves. So this is somebody who was persuaded into walking away from the biggest blessing they got. 5 of Wands. Yes, exactly. So remember I said this person's concerned, the Queen of Pentacles has a number of options, not necessarily knowing whether or not they could swoop in, make an offer, and get you to go on a date or get you to, you know, watch a movie. The 5 of Wands can indicate competition, somebody who feels like they have to fight for your affection. So absolutely confirmation there. They are trying to figure out, perhaps that's part of why they watch your social media. They're trying to figure out if you are serious about anybody else right now, because it feels to me like now they think the time is right. Doing well, thank you. Knight of Cups in the reverse. I shouldn't chuckle. But somebody is in a bit of a mood, maybe kind of lashing out a little bit, or maybe even being a bit of a hermit, not wanting to see a lot of people. But more so I see somebody who has been struggling to laugh like they used to. And it's because they know they've left this situation with you in a bad place. They need to resolve it, get some closure, at the very least apologize, and then potentially be able to grow up from there. Sorry guys, I need some Dr. Pepper. All right, what else do we have for Gemini? Empress in the reverse. 9 of Swords. Sideways. This person read you so wrong. This person listened to somebody else and then tried to make what they knew about you fit into that person's opinion, who maybe actually did know you better, but maybe also misguided this person. This person has realized that you are not who other people say you are. I think the upright 9 of Swords would be indicative of this person having anxiety. They feel embarrassment because they read the situation wrong, because they fumbled you, right? But there's also a 9 of Swords in the reverse energy here, because they have realized that there's a problem. That's also empowering. This is now an opportunity for this person to, kind of cut their teeth on being a better version of themselves, come forward, apologize for what's going on or what happened, and then, maybe make some changes in their life. This person feels like they should have chosen you and they didn't. Feels like they underestimated your value, or what kind of partner you would be if this person had chosen you. They see you in a completely different light, and it's because they're not listening to other people's opinions about you. They're forming their own. Actually, we're going to grab a couple of cards from the Untold Messages of the Heart. Big happy changes are coming your way when you least expect it. Surprise! Sorry, please accept my apology so we can move past this. Yep, they know they did you wrong. They know that you're worth much more than how they treated you, and they want to make it right. Sometimes when I'm trying to like get a card to fall, it's like those three stupid little dots on an iPhone. Ooh. Yes. When this card comes out, I generally look at it as you've been asking yourself a question. It's not a question I'm asking because it's going to be different for each of you. The question that you ask over and over again about this person, the answer is yes. Dot, dot, dot. Granted, these are 4 dots, not 3, but same sentiment. Do I get to call that me predicting something? Time. I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? There's definitely a sense of urgency here. Oh my. This is weird. And now we have a no. I feel like this is more your energy. Surrender. I can't be apart from you much longer. So this person feels like they have to be honest with themselves and honest with you about how they truly feel. And I think some of you are like, no, I'm good. All right, let's go with situations deck. For some of you, this person has a pretty unhinged ex, possibly a friend, especially if it's the one that influenced them to think about you in a certain way. This could be somebody who also wants to be with you and wanted to prevent competition, right? For others of you, this is an ex. Still competition, right? Of a different sort. But with the escapade card, what I'm getting is somebody is looking for an opportunity to have this conversation away from people that would want to know what's going on. So this person could also have, I knew that was going to come out. This person could also have a couple of interested parties. Like it could be literally your heartthrob, their heartthrob, and there was a lot of misinformation coming towards both of you because too many people want both of you, right? So there's going to be sometimes some manipulation, right? I should have been calling these cards, you guys. I kept saying the number 10 is important, and I would say in the situations deck, this done or completion of your lesson learned, that is the equivalent of a number 10 in the tarot. There's a new chapter starting. I've also been saying I think somebody wants to visit you, pop up, surprise visit, especially considering it's underneath the 3 of Wands. I think you would not necessarily see this coming, unless you like to watch my channel. All right. Wish, hope, praying, and yearning. This person doesn't know what to expect in terms of what you would say, but they are, praying that you will answer them and respond favorably to their comment or their intimating that basically you were the best they ever had or the best they never had. An inspirational kind of energy for this person. All right, let's grab a few cards from the Tarot Familiars. Knight of Wands, a sense of urgency. Somebody feels like they took too long. The Devil. So for many of you, this person was a player, is a player. Probably not is, because this is somebody who's learned a lesson, right? But we've got somebody here who had an issue in terms of being a reliable energy. This is somebody who is, hot and cold, fair weather not always there when you want them, right? Or need them. So the other way I see this, this person may have mistaken what you had in terms of a connection as purely physical. Maybe they just thought that you were real fine, but they didn't expect to feel feelings for you. And they did. They do. So we've got the Knave of Wands and the World in the reverse. I feel like there's going to be communication coming in, and I think it's going to be basically, I've never gotten over you. You may not even have known that I had a thing for you, but I do, and it's kind of driving me crazy. So I got to do something. Nine of Cups in the reverse, but they know. They can't just come waltzing in and be like, you're looking fine today. You want to go out? Yeah, I kind of missed you. No. They will get nowhere with that because they were selfish here. They were immature. So I kind of feel like the general sentiment is go big or go home. If I'm going to talk to this person, if I'm going to tell them how I feel, I can't just be like, hey, you want to like go get some ice cream? Nope. But maybe if I approach this person and it's clear that I'm being genuine, clear that I've learned a lesson, clear that I have genuine feelings for them, and then I like offer them commitment, then would they view me seriously? I think for some of you, no, still no. I think so. For others of you, it could be like kind of like a 50-50 split, honestly. For others of you, you're like, show me. I'm not going to believe your words, but if you show me how you actually feel, we can talk about it. Justice. This person needed to learn a lesson about appreciating the real ones, the people who would be honest with them. Because I feel like they were a little bit stagnant or stuck because of who they were associating with, and you really underscored for them because you seem to make people either love you or hate you, probably because you're a truth teller would be my guess. You really underscored for this person who was loyal and who was not. All right. We're gonna grab a few more from the Everyday Tarot. Four of Cups. This person may have rejected you, made you feel rejected. But the truth is, you are their wish. They view you as top drawer, irreplaceable, somebody who makes everybody else look bad. They might have tried to find your energy in somebody else or a couple of different people and realize like, shit ain't happening. I'm not going to find somebody like that person ever. One of a kind, unicorn, Judgment in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse. I think this person was waiting. They knew they needed to give it a little bit of time. Once they started to heal, they knew you also would probably need to heal from the situation, let things kind of settle a little bit. But the Judgment in the reverse is also giving me vibes of, I'm going to show up, but I have no idea how this person is going to respond to me. King of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles. This is the reason why somebody was hesitant to be honest about how they felt. There was perhaps some pressure here for somebody to be a bit of a player, to have some independence, to be on their own. We could be talking about somebody who had just gotten out of a really difficult relationship. The Nine of Pentacles is all about independence and being single. So I think they really just wanted to be a bit of a player. And then they caught feels King of Cups in the reverse, they could not communicate how they actually felt to you. Like, honestly, I feel like they got a little bit mad. So they might have taken it out on you. And it's all because you're so darn lovable. Stop it. Eight of Cups in the reverse, just like our first card from the Rider-Waite. This person feels like they need to come back around. They probably are pretty aware that they have to be the one to initiate communication here because you have boundaries up real high. This Queen of Swords card could be saying, for some of you, not all of you, that you might want to, just make sure you don't bite someone's head off. For others of you, this is saying if you want somebody to be communicating with you and you have them blocked, you might want to address that, like however it works for you, right? Hi, Trinea. I hope I said that right. Welcome. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. For some of you, you may be getting a new divine counterpart because the other one did not do the work. This could be somebody you have not met in this life, but they lost you in a previous life. So then it kind of changes it a little bit. It would probably be more so that your energy pulls something out of them and they realize they need to be a better version of themselves. They've already gone through this healing process because of something else that happened in their life. But either way, I think there's a big offer coming into you. It's a question as to whether or not you would be open to somebody from your past in this life, or if it makes more sense to deliver up somebody from a previous one. Five of Swords, the Tower in the reverse. This person tried really hard to stay in that player mindset or keep things light, not get into a situation where they fell in love. They were really trying to avoid the feels. And yet, they failed miserably. This is somebody who tried to push away or shove way down inside of them, like any kind of emotion that they felt here. And it had the opposite effect. Okay. It's a good time to bring this guy out. So this is from the Spiritual AF deck, and it doesn't actually ever sit in that deck. It sits on my desk facing me because I think this is a core value of my channel. If you feel something, even if you don't want to feel it, feel it. It's going to come back and bite you in the ass if you don't. So you might as well become an expert on yourself. What you feel, what you want, what you hate, what you don't like, what your boundaries are, all of that. Because if you want a good life, you have to know what a good life means for you, right? What I want is different from Bobby Sue or Matthew or Jimmy Bob. We all want different things, and you shouldn't let other people dictate what happiness means for you. That's what happened here. Somebody thought they should follow the crowd instead of their own heart. And this is why we have a lesson being learned, because you have to actually feel these things if you want to have a meaningful life. That's the lesson that this masculine energy has learned. Six of Wands, victory, success. The Chariot in the reverse. There may have been travel issues. This person may have wanted to see you weeks, days, months ago, and maybe had car problems, maybe had a canceled flight, maybe had to stay and take care of an ailing mother. There was something here that got in the way, that delayed them. Temperance in the reverse. And I think this person had another encounter, not necessarily with a romantic partner, but another pretty difficult situation in their life that really cemented for them how important it was for them to be honest about how they feel about you. Maybe kind of a silly example of it, but if you know about Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson's relationship, what is this I'm eating? Is it chicken or is it tuna? Sorry. you may know that they were dating and then they stopped dating and then they got married right after 9/11 because there was that like, holy crap, I might die tomorrow. I don't want to miss out on this relationship that I want. They did end up getting divorced, but core element here being something not pertaining to them specifically got both of them to feel like they needed to reconcile. So there could be something like that that motivated this person to really kind of like kick it into high gear and find a way to make things right with you. Queen of Wands in the reverse. I think this person was really trying to like pretend that they were happy as a player. And if you're resonating with the masculine energy, I might not know your first name, but I'll tell you this right now. You're capable of real, honest, unconditional love. And I think you found being a player empty, vacuous, a waste of time, maybe fun for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 hours, whatever it was. And then you would be like, so this loss helped you appreciate who you truly are, right? And Queen of Wands in the reverse tells me that I think there's also somebody a little bit jealous of your reputation. And probably this is the person that gave you some misinformation or tried to steer you away from what you wanted. We've got the Knight of Pentacles indicating that there has been slow progress, but I think because it's coming out right here, that there's an implication here of not being able to move forward as quickly through this dark night of the soul because of the people in your environment, your friends or family members that influence what you think you should be doing day to day or what your purpose is, that kind of thing. Knight of Swords, clarifying the roller coaster. Somebody knows they don't have a lot of time. I think this Knight of Pentacles next to the Knight of Swords indicates a sense of urgency, somebody realizing I need to like move. Knight of Pentacles can also mean somebody is coming with an offer, right? Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's get just a little bit more clarification for you, Gemini, with the Gypsy Oracle, and then we'll call it a day. Tell me more about the dog, please. Foe, Messenger in the reverse. So I feel like things got off track between you and this person because whoever might also be interested in you or this person that initially I think was viewed as a close friend and perhaps now has been identified as a foe, they prevented some sort of passage of information here or intercepted, created their own response. They impacted the communication here because they didn't want you two together. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. This is such an interesting combination. We have lover, child, soldier. So child can actually mean child, right? You might be a parent, you might be a really great parent, and that might be part of what helped this person see that unconditional love that you have to offer. But I also feel like this unique combination means that this person saw within you after time, not necessarily when things hit the fan, that you were a beautiful combination of unconditional love. Somebody who could be, playful or childlike, maybe have a lot of fun with like immature jokes like we were earlier today, right? But you're also a fighter. So I think there's an air of respect here, right? Like this person fell for you because they feel like you have this dichotomy that's really balanced in terms of somebody who can be the light version of themselves or the dark, like if you're going to be a problem, I will stand up for myself or for other people and tell you that you are the problem. Like, I feel like I'm reading a straight shooter here. You have the ability to, probably even with a bit of compassion, call somebody out. Like, hey man, you're messing things up for yourself. Here's how. I don't know, maybe a little bit nicer than that. This person respects you. They know that you are not a yes man, that you wouldn't, give them misinformation because you want a specific outcome. They feel like you're very honest, authentic. We have prison in the reverse. I feel like this person has freed themselves from a community or a relationship because they felt like this was what was holding them back. There could be a mother involved here, an aunt, a grandmother, a sister, somebody who is not necessarily a good influence on this masculine energy, possibly because of a need to control or possibly because of financial codependency. Fortune. Interesting that that would come out when I'm talking about financial codependency. I feel like we've got a blindfold on this person who's got the fortune. I feel like we have somebody who has been used. Like, this could be somebody who works really hard and gives their money to their family, gives their money to their brother, their mom, whatever it is, because maybe they're the only one who has become quite successful in their family. And this could have led to an older feminine energy trying to control the masculine and maybe even ruin romantic situations for them because it would have had a negative impact on the money that flows to this person, right? Service in the reverse tells me that I think we have somebody here who is jobless, trying to get money out of somebody who has some measure of success, possibly because they have an education that, maybe they were the first one in their family to get a college degree. This is somebody who has reached a level of success that their family has not. We have fortune and misfortune in the reverse. Part of what is helping this person experience their life in a way that is more meaningful is they learn their lessons. Might take them a little bit of time. This is a smart person. Tell me about judgment in the reverse. Conversation. Thief in the reverse. Falseness. So this feels to me like wanting to have a conversation about what happened in terms of the gossip or misdirection from a third party. Feels like a friend that you both had in common. I think there is a desire to set the record straight and say, the reason I treated you the way that I did or why I walked away from the situation is because somebody lied about you. Obviously use your intuition, your discernment, but I do feel like for many of you, this person is being honest. I feel like they have learned a pretty difficult lesson here and they're trying to do right by you. For others of you, you may already know that even though this person knows the truth of the situation, it's still going to be really difficult for them to act on that, right? So very important you use your own intuition on that. Young woman and enemy in the reverse. So the old woman that came out was trying to put a feminine energy here in an enemy title, right? Like they wanted to frame you up as not reliable, not trustworthy. Cheerfulness, joyfulness. I think you make this person happy even from a distance. I think they can see on your social media or they have memories of you like this, or both, right? That you're like the life of the party. We have 3 people on both of these cards, so it's making me feel kind of the same vibes as a 3 of Cups card would, which can be about reunions, parties, celebrations, maybe even a little bit of drinking. We've got some cups or some glasses being raised here for a toast. So I feel like this person wants to celebrate with you and also feels like you are really fun. All right, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. Constancy. This feels like a really solid long-term offer of a relationship. And I feel like somebody also might want to give you a gift, might want to literally take care of you. They might want you to quit your job because they want to, like make it up to you. They might want to take you on a trip, spoil you a little bit. All right, let's get just a couple from Romance Angel. Honeymoon. Yeah, I think for some of you, this person plans to propose, but they want to feel out how that first conversation goes because they don't want to like freak you out either. So remember I said for some of you, this is a brand new divine counterpart. You just haven't met them in this lifetime. So that's why we've got calling in your soulmate. Give your relationship a chance. So make sure, if you're looking for love, make sure you have those, chakras open, that you actually are open to meeting new people or reconciling if that's what you are looking for. Don't be too quick to shut something down, right? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So stay positive. It looks like we've got something pretty amazing coming your way here, Gemini. And hopefully we see that in your next reading as well. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for joining me today. I'm trying to get one more reading out for you guys today, later this afternoon. So hopefully you can join me on that as well. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. See you later.